What's going on, guys? Jada Black here. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Brittany Renner. The mask has finally slipped. She's in court begging for $35,000 a month in child support for one child because she says she can't afford to live in California on whatever money she's getting or whatever child support she's getting, because we all know Brittany Renner's broke. She's broke, and this confirms it. This confirms that Brittany Renner's broke. She can barely afford to live in Los Angeles or California, which I'm pretty sure she's in Los Angeles. So why don't the heifer just move to a more affordable place? I mean, that's the wise thing to do, but apparently she doesn't want to do that. You see, when she first got with PJ Washington, they were living together in North Carolina. It's a lot more affordable than California. But she didn't want to stay in North Carolina. You know what she did? She took the child and moved back to California. And now she's complaining in court that she can't afford the cost of living. You chose to live in California. You're not even from California. You're from Mississippi. But you're in California because you want to have a certain lifestyle. You want to portray a lifestyle. You want to be amongst celebrities because you're a groupie. You don't have to live in California. You're in court showing everybody that you're broke and you need him financially. $35,000 for one child is insane. There are people out here who have multiple children by a professional athlete or entertainer. They're not getting $35,000 a month in child support. But this is the delusion of Brittany Renner. This is a woman who clearly does not have a job, does not have a business. She wants to live off his money. And he got that new contract recently, and she could not wait to go back to court because they had actually agreed. After they broke up, they had actually agreed to $5,500 a month. $5,500 a month. That's what was agreed upon after the split, right? So she was getting, not to mention the was it like $70,000 in the account that she complained about on that viral video she tried to set him up in. Because by the way, she did. She tried to set up PJ Washington to do something stupid so she could use that to get some sort of restraining order so he can't see the child, and also take it to court. Say, listen, look, I need this money because he's look at what he's doing. That she tried to do that. She tried to set her and her mother. That didn't work. They weren't able to provoke him to do anything crazy. So now she's in court, basically telling everybody she's broke and she can't live in California, and she needs $35,000 for one child to pay her bills and to have the lifestyle that she wants. What happened to this strong, independent woman BS that we have to hear about all the time? Where is that? What happened to that? You heifers are only strong and independent when you don't have a child by a professional athlete. You heifers are delusional, just like Brittany Renner. She's sitting up here going to court, making it seem like she just cannot live on $5,000. Now, mind you, this is child support, not bills support, okay? This isn't for you, but we all know that women use child support on themselves, and they give a little bit back to the child. We know this. How much of this $35,000 a month that she's asking for, which I can see her asking for more, by the way, is actually going to go toward the child care? Because anything the child needs, PJ could provide for the child. But this is the delusion of these heifers. And which is why I say what I say about these single mothers. Because Brittany Renner has been on a campaign recently to change the narrative about single mothers and how single mothers have value. Well, the women who go to child support court to try to milk money out of their ex, those women aren't very valuable. I'm sorry. Because if they were valuable, they'd value their self-esteem. Brittany Renner has no self-esteem. She's seething at the fact that he married another woman. because she never saw that coming because he didn't marry her. But the fact that he married another woman, had children with her, that is sending her over the edge. Go look at that video that her mother was recording. When the wife yelled out of the window, her and her mother wanted to fight the girl because they are angry that he never wifed her up. You're not wife material. That's why he chose somebody else. And that's why you've been seething ever since. $35,000 a month in child support is a joke. For one child, it's a joke. You want that $35,000 so you can have a certain lifestyle, so you can get online and pretend like you're a strong, independent woman and that you can do everything on your own, which is a lie. You can't do anything on your own because you're too busy using PJ Washington, a guy you met when he was in college. You were what, in your mid-20s? When you started dating PJ Washington, who was in college at the time, Brittany Renner? How do you think that relationship was going to work out? See, you were trying to control him. You thought because he was younger than you and that you met him in college and, you know, you felt like a big deal to him because you had been viral, right? Brittany Renner's been viral for over 10 years. So he had known about her. And she thought that he would be appreciative of dating her. That's what she thought in her own weird mind. And when he didn't want a relationship with her, we all could see it, by the way. We all could see that he didn't want a family with her because he did not want to be in a relationship with her. He just wanted to have a casual relationship with her. He did not want anything long term. He did not want to marry her. And when she realized that, she's been bitter ever since. She thought that by having this baby, she'd be able to control him and stay with him. He did not want that. He did not want to be with her. He wanted to be with somebody closer to his age. I'm not sure exactly what the wife age is, but I think they're closer than she is with Brittany Renner. Could be wrong. You let me know in the comment section. He did not want to be with her like that. And I think that hurt her feelings, made her angry. And now she's just like every other single mother. She's no different. She's just like the rest of them who go after their exes for money because they're mad and they're seething. That is what Brittany Renner is doing. She can't fool me. I can see the play. Let's get into this. Let's get into the news story. TMZ. Brittany Renner wants some more child support from PJ. At least $35,000 per month. Brittany Renner wants a court to increase PJ Washington's child support payments to her, saying in a new filing that this week that $5,000 a month is just not enough. Renner made her case to the judge in documents that TMZ Sports has obtained, asking for at least $35,000 a month from Washington in an effort to raise their 4-year-old son in a manner suitable to a kid with such a rich father. I mean, how? Okay, he just got this new contract. I doubt he's like super rich or anything. He has millions, but she's making it seem like this guy is a billionaire. She claimed in the docs when she and the NBA player first agreed to the $5,000 number, they lived together in North Carolina, but things have drastically changed since she and the toddler moved to California late last year. So why did you move to California then? California is a very expensive state. You couldn't have found another place to live. You had to move to California. You just had to move there or move back there. Renner says she cannot afford the high cost of living given the current child support orders. And she added that Washington has exercised less than half of the visitation time he's entitled to. She's now struggling to make ends meet. So I know some of y'all are going to see the topic, the title. Jaye, she ain't broke, man. She ain't broke. What does this line say? She's now struggling to make ends meet. She's broke. She's broke. She needs to get a job. Okay, get off social media, stop doing podcasts, and get a job. That's what you need, Brittany. You need a job. J-O-B. You need a job, okay? I cannot provide our son a life anywhere similar to that of his father, Renner wrote in the documents. Renner noted Washington, who just recently signed a new 4-year, $90 million contract extension with the Dallas Mavericks, lives a life of luxury with his wife and their children. She said they have multiple luxury vehicles, constantly posting their designer shopping clothes and boasting about luxury vacations. Yo, she is hurt. Yo, she is pocket watching. She is a pocket watching heifer. She talking about their vehicles, their designer shopping clothes, and their luxury vacations. Let me tell you something, Brittany Renner. Even if you get anywhere near $35,000 a month, you still wouldn't be able to afford the lifestyle that they have. So what's going to happen next? Are you going to try to squeeze him for more money? You're jealous. You're jealous because they have what you want. You want to have a husband who's a professional athlete, a family dynamic with him. You don't have that. He has that with another woman, and you're seething, you're pocket watching. This is what she's been reduced to. They also constantly post their children wearing designer clothing. Renner wrote, in contrast, I live in a humble Airbnb rental in West Hills and shop for our son's clothes at Target. Hey, what's wrong with Target? You know what I'm saying? In addition to the $35,000 a month, Renner is also asking Washington to pay her attorney's fees, which total about $50,000. A hearing will be slated in November. Listen, man, this heifer's broke. She's on here pocket watching. She's talking about what he has, what he's spending his money on. This is what she's doing. This is what she's doing. This is why her mother was so triggered when he came to get the child. She be stalking their pages, looking at their lifestyle, telling herself it should be her. But Brittany, you chose to live in California. You're not born and raised in California. You chose to move there. You chose to move there. Moving there was a choice. You chose to move there. And now you're not happy how things have turned out. So now, because he got this contract extension, you feel like you're owed more money. What happens when he gets a new contract? Are you going to try to squeeze for more money? This is where we at. You should have your own money. There's nothing stopping you. Nothing. From being able to create your own source of income. And you know what? I'm thinking maybe she does have a source of income, but she's hiding it, which is why I think PJ Washington's attorneys should try to subpoena her accounts, because she's probably getting money, but she's not telling, because that's her money. And what's her money is her money, right? She better hop on OnlyFans. That's a revenue source that is endless if you look good enough, I would assume, right? She better do that instead of going back to court to try to get money out of this man who she's clearly angry because he doesn't want to be with her. She wants the life that his wife has. But Brittany, there's a reason why men are not wifing you up. There's nothing stopping another man from coming into your life and wifing you up, but they don't. Why do you think that is? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Let me know thought the video, share it. Follow me on all my social media is linked in the description box. Check out all my other videos. Make sure y'all are subscribed to my other channels on YouTube as well. And I'll see y'all next one.